This Week in Mining with Renee Passal.
Good evening. I'm Renee Passal. This Week in Mining, an update from U.S. Steel about their partnership with Japanese steelmaker Nippon. The acquisition became official back in June, so over 4 months ago. Tuesday, U.S. Steel released this video about their progress. They've identified 200 initiatives to drive efficiencies across their business segments.
We now have nearly 50 Nippon Steel dispatchers here on the ground, shoulder to shoulder with our teams, helping us sharpen our operations, strengthen our technical capabilities, and accelerate best practices for safety, quality, delivery, and cost, all of which matter to our customers and employees.
Also, a total of $14 billion is being invested in upgrades so they can serve customers with new products. Chief Financial Officer Kevin Lewis mentioned that during his keynote speech at the sold-out annual IMA Winter Dinner on Wednesday. It's a time to celebrate the accomplishments over the year, including the advocacy about the wild rice sulfate standard. Lewis explained more about the partnership with Nippon and said they're now making materials they had never done before. Kristen Vaki, the executive director, shares the industry outlook.
People are optimistic. We're seeing a lot of investment coming to the Iron Range through U.S. Steel and the Nippon acquisition. And that's a really big deal for not only us here as pellet producers, but we're seeing investments in the steel facilities as well. And that means that they need our pellets. And ultimately, it's really good news for us.
Vaki also announced the start of the Roy Smith Education Fund, which will support people entering the trades. Smith was a tireless advocate for the range and workforce development. Friend said he believed our greatest natural resource is our people. In Tamarack, Talon Metals is finding even higher concentrations of copper and nickel. Leaders say they are consulting with global experts who have not seen this before, so it's very exciting for the project in Aiken County.
Something is adding copper to this area and resulting in a different mineral assemblage than what we're used to. I don't know that it could come from itself. I think there might be a bigger picture play here, and we've seen it, about 200 meters between holes so far. So it's a pretty large area where we're seeing this copper enrichment.
A 3-rig drilling campaign will help advance this zone of minerals. And the chief legal officer for Mesabi Metallics has been honored with an award. Jessica Nelson received the 2025 Alumna Achievement Award from the University of St. Thomas School of Law. Leaders say her impact within a complex, high-stakes industry reflects the kind of professionalism that defines the St. Thomas law community. That's all of our mining news for this first full week of November. Thank you for joining us. I'm Renee Passal. We'll see you next week.
This Week in Mining with Renee Passal.